I don't know why that makes me laugh. Anyway, I know a team that is definitely North American.
Well, they're not going to identify as UK, Hex. Think about it.
Fair enough. One Shot is definitely an NA team. They are going to be playing on defense here first. They're going to roll out with this Symmetra. I mean, you can tell a team's NA if they're playing Symmetra, really, because no one in EU is playing Symmetra anymore. So Rolf is going to be on that Symmetra for One Shot. Dot is going to be playing the Roadhog. Ultima Web will be playing the Junkrat. XC on 76, Psycho, Waffle on the Lucio, but he will probably come back as a Mercy, and Chronic will be playing the Reinhardt, probably trying to manage his shield a little better than last time.
Seeing Psycho Waffle on anything but Mercy would be weird. That is what he's almost always on. Also, I guess his computer is fixed, so no longer rip his computer. It is risen from the dead. Meanwhile, though, taking a look here at the offense from the side, 2sTroNk. It's going to be Icefelt on the Reaper. Zaini on Vera. Manitin going to be on the Zarya. Zave on Mercy. Ruster on Reinhardt. Mineral going to be the final shot here, or final piece on the Lucio.
So they try to get a really early fire strike in from Chronic. He must have hit it. He's at 40% already. So nice start off there. Also,
caught the Reaper there, forces out the red form, but oh no, he's gonna get melted down. The commentator's curse is real. Manitin just walks right in. Down goes Ultima Weapon. Chronic, though, regulating in the house, swinging the hammer. Really back and forth here. Sadie rockets himself to death. Oh my goodness. Death and destruction everywhere, guys.
Yeah, Chronic on the redemption tour here after, like I mentioned, his last game on Dorado, he had a little bit of a rough one. But now he's already got Earthshatter up. He cleaned up the front line very clearly. He's going to try to get more Fire Strike poke damage in. I mean, it's really important that he stabilize there because Rolf was not even close to getting a teleporter up. Now he's going to be at 100%. He should be backing out right now to go lay that telly down.
Alright, so Chronic right now hanging on to point, going to charge Ruster right into the wall. In comes the Earthshatter, 2 people knocked down. Zarya, you might be already dead. No, Manitin says, hey, I'm not dead actually. I'm gonna take this right back. I was fully charged up. Well, Chronic bites the dust and send the offense, keeping some degree of a position here. Actually, though, comes the attack visor, and I don't know if this is actually a worthwhile attack visor. Seems a bit of a waste.
Well, I mean, he did take out Ciani, and most importantly, Dot came around the side there, was able to find a hiding Mercy, took her down as well. So Telly is up, this Tire is up, but as you mentioned, there's been 3 ults already used on the defensive side of things, so they're definitely not banking ults in the same way that the offense is. Offense is going to have Graviton Barrage up if they can hit that combo.
Not able to land the hook he was looking for there. Backing up just a little bit. Defense often straying up, but here comes the Tire. But no, the Justice from the top says no to the Tire, no to Psycho Waffle. There will be no res, and this will be 2sTroNk grabbing the point. The teleporter is up, but
it's not
even
enough.
With that, they're not going to be able to reinforce that. There's
definitely
too many
enough.
dead.
They shouldn't even come through it, really.
Well, I don't know. I say that, and then you look at how far back this is. I think the defense will get another shot. I thought the payload was a little bit closer than it actually was.
Nah, they put 2 in.
I don't know. It's such a big team wipe that probably not, but.
So if no one had ever used that, which wasn't the case, I think 2 had already come through. You can at most get 4 people through there. And it's going to be too late for Psycho to get through there and get a res off, so, meh. They did put 2 through there anyway, and they both died. So, there's that.
Not right now, moving forward. Chronic leading the way with the shield. So defense one shot going to have to reset here. It wasn't the worst defense, but I think they would have liked to have held a little bit longer. I think for them to consider this good, they're going to need a hold at least for 1 to 2 pushes here. But look at Icefelt coming in from the flank. Does have Death Blossom at the ready. Winston leading the way. He's laying shot to shot. Lucio getting it out of him. Here comes the Death Blossom. Takes out Rolf, but Todd returning fire with the whole hog. Gets the double kill. Rez coming out here from the offense. Rez came out from defense as well, so all Rezes are in. What was that on Winston? Oh my goodness. The hook hit him, and it waited until he hit the wall before pulling it back. Someone call PETA. That is animal abuse. Sandy coming in here at the hook, going to get hooked right down, or Barrage going to get hooked right down by Dot, and oh man, that is a highlight. I hope someone puts a clip on that somewhere. That was amazing. As looking to the back right now, Manitin with the Dragon Blade immediately taken out. Defense doing a pretty good job holding on here, though it is back and forth.
I mean, kind of. They had to use their res there to at least just stabilize. Zave is going to have his res up momentarily, so they could get super aggressive here on the offense and just kind of sack 5 and know that they have the advantage. That said, Psycho Waffle, who just used that res, at 60% res. There's no window anymore. There's no resurrection window unless the Mercy just died. And you've been calling those a tempo res, which I think is a perfect description.
I mean, for Mercies, it's, I don't know, they always have ults. Madsen, though, it comes in, able to take out Dot pretty early on here. Psycho does not have res, so this is an opportunity. I don't think Dot's going to be able to get this res in time. 2 kills here for the offense. Ultra over there, the huge shot, though, takes out Save. There's no res for the offense anymore either. And Psycho goes down, though, so defense in rough shape. Only Dot and Chronic are remaining. Chronic just going to get bashed right back out, and that'll be it. They will get to the checkpoint, they'll keep it moving in. This is a pretty good time right now from 2sTroNk.
Yeah, Dot just burned his whole hog, too. I wonder if he's going to switch heroes. That's why, because it was a really, really terrible position to be switching. I think he's definitely going back, but nope, staying with it. All right.
Chronic right now swinging the hammer, knocking Reinhardt to the side as Ultimate Weapon takes out Ruster, so defense can be stabilized, but for 2sTroNk, this has been good. You look at the ults, they do have the Death Blossom up, they have Barrage, Deadeye, everything is in their favor, and especially the Sound Barrier. The fact that they have Sound Barrier and Wolf won't have it is huge. They have a big opportunity of winning this on the next fight.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to Sound Barrier, send Siani up over the top, try to hit a concussion, and then knock people down into a Death Blossom. It's like a triple combo.
Well, Deadeye's coming out. They already used a Concussion Blast. They might be using here in just a moment. Here comes the Sound Barrier. They're on the way in. Here comes the Barrage right in, but the hook says no way. Dot taking out Sani. Not quite what they're looking for. Dave goes down back to the defense. The patient is paying off, and they are murdering 2sTroNk right now. 2sTroNk just didn't like the approach for all the ults.
You couldn't have asked for a better approach for your defense, and they just gave it to you. What? I'm flabbergasted at what just happened there. Like, that was the least coordinated set of ultimates I've ever seen. The Deadeye came down, just, what's it gonna do? Move them into a further defensive position where they're already all behind the shields? Okay, they're all still behind the shield. Let me jump into it in Barrage with this Roadhog sitting behind the shield. That was questionable at best.
It wasn't great. The barrage was just, it was super forced. I mean, I get that you have Sound Barrier, but look, hook is still a thing. Dot isn't going to miss the hook. It's not that hard to beat. Oh no, the corner! Ultimate Weapon with the Blossom takes out 2. Check that corner, please. Why does this keep happening? Reaper's in that corner. Just
every time he's in that corner.
Oh my god. But the rest does come out here for the offense. It's not quite over yet. They're trying to stay into it. The defense does pick up a few. Death Blossom comes in the back corner. Eisfeld. He's immediately taken out by Ultimate Weapon in turn. And this will be a full hold. And please, people of Overwatch, citizens of the world, look at the corner before you go through there.
I'm surprised Eisfeld is staying on this Reaper too, given that last ultimate. This has been super sloppy.
It has not been great. No other way, buddy.
Well, they're gonna have another shot at it as Siani has his barrage up yet again. Maybe don't jump into a Roadhog this time. He's jumping up. Does he see him?
Chronic's moving in. Sani, though, the ult gang a lot more, gets the double kill on the both Rulf and Xe. He's gonna force out the res from Psycho Waffle here in just a moment. He can't wait. Here comes the ult, and here comes Ultimate Weapon. Doesn't get anything done. Went for the Death Blossom, was immediately taken out by Eisfeld. This is 2 kills here for 2sTroNk. They're making their case. They're moving forward. Sani raining in the rockets. Lucio now in trouble. Down he goes. And 2sTroNk, they only need a few more kills here, Hex, and they should have this point.
Yeah, I mean, that barrage worked out a lot better because Dot just didn't see him coming up. He was already going for a different hook when Siani popped up, got a couple of kills behind the lines with his barrage. Dot is going to bust out his whole hog here, though. He's going to get some damage done. Eisfeld takes out Psycho Waffle, though.
Psycho went down, and that's bad. He was going to have a res here for the defense. That is no longer on the table. 4 kills here for 2sTroNk. They're going to finish it out in 45 seconds remaining as they get the cap. 45.
Complete.
I mean, I still don't agree with how they pushed in towards the end there. Even Siani's barrage that time was the exact same thing that just got him hooked the time before. He just happened to get lucky that Dot wasn't looking at him there, and he got 2 kills off of it. But a very beatable time on Dorado, a very sloppy push there at the end from 2sTroNk. They did finish it out, but 8:15 on the clock for 1 shot to remain in this tournament. They have to beat that time. Let's see if they can do it.
Alrighty, well, take a look here. We'll have an idea of what the defense will be here in just a moment. They will be in the red as opposed to the blue. The colors of the teams do not change on side change. That is new. And I'm going to be a rebel, guys. I am going to break out of the map barriers. We go under the sea. There's no song for it, but we are going to go up and over, and we're going to get the aerial view as the defense comes out. But talking about the defense coming up from the 2sTroNk side. It's going to be Mineral on the Roadhog, Manitin on Shadow Popeye. We'll see what he's on in just a moment. Sadie on Farah, Zave on Mercy, Ruster on the Reinhardt, and Icefelt going to be on Zarya.
Offensively, I think this is probably very similar to what we're going to see anyway. You get a feel for what these heroes are, these players like running hero-wise anyway. So Ultimo Wep will be on Farah on first point for sure. Xe is going to play Reaper, Dot on the Roadhog, Psycho Waffle, of course, on his Mercy, and Rolf will be playing Lucio. So this Tobe Larone on defense is a little bit different than what we generally see. I mean, a lot of teams would run a Symmetra here instead. Is it coming out? Is he still sitting in spawn? Where is this Torb? Okay, so yeah.
The Torb is here. It's happening. Aardvark might be paying off here for the side 2sTroNk. They want to pin their hopes and dreams on him.
Not the first time I've seen it. If it is successful, it'll be the first time I've seen it successful. Say that.
What you were built to do, says Torbjorn, so it's going to be out. We have seen it a few times before, but I agree. I think historically has not had the biggest amount of success here on this point. Just Farah is usually able to take it out early on. Lots of poke going. That happens, but if he stays alive, if he gets Molten Core up, that's going to be a huge impediment here to the offense. So for the offense, our best hope is getting 3 early, but Aardvark not paying off. Rip turret, you are already dead. Reinhardt getting bashed around the corner there, almost going down.
Thanks for the assist.
I'm going to note, by the way, Dot did get picked off. He went a little bit too deep. Russ was able to take him out. So defense, not under too much stress just yet.
Did someone call a doctor?
Not very, very slow poke coming in here too. Ultra Web just rockets whizzing by his head.
So back and forth on both sides right now. Defense, though, still pretty darn comfortable here in the back. Zave's still alive. Dot moves in, able to get one pick off onto the turret. Xe on the Manitin. And no, Dot not able to get the long-range hook. He is very far in the back right now, and Sauce's back here is actually a threat. This is a great flanking position. Does have another hook up. Fighting the Torbjorn, though, not going to work out, and here it comes, Molten Core. Will Aardvark pay off? Manitin, the front, gets a double kill. Is Chronic still alive, still in the back. Will run afoul the Torbjorn. And as messy as it's been, I think the defense might actually hold here, X.
Yeah, they're definitely going to hold. Chronic missed his very early charge, ended up dying for it as well, though they are still getting some good push on the card.
Oh, the barrage is out! Takes out the Mercy before going down.
Oh my goodness.
And they still got it. Oh my goodness.
They're going to move spawns. You know,
yeah, they got it. The supports were able to stay on there, and they were able to get it. So, well played there from Wolf and Psycho, and even though Psycho went down, well worth.
Shout out to Wolf the other day, actually. He was able to get off his Lucio. Every Lucio's dream, he was able to play a Roadhog for one of the maps. He got 4K early on, locked out a map for him. Asked me if we saw it on stream. I said I did not. I'll try to bring it up if it comes up. Wolf showing off his aim there on the Lucio.
So offense right now moving forward, trying to take control of the upper level here. 2sTroNk has already made their run. In comes the Graviton Surge. Group Hug treatment in place. Soundbearer going to try and save them from their fate. Mineral taking out Wolf, and we'll see how it goes. It's still back and forth. The Soundbearer definitely timely. Did mitigate the worst of that Graviton Surge, and here comes Dot. Whole Hog on the way, letting it rip. Down goes Icefelt, and another big hook coming in. 76 as Dot now being unleashed for the side of One Shot. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they should be fine. Psycho Waffle does go down late. I mean, Zave did also die pretty early in that fight, so I mean, they're at least going to get positioning here on the battlefield up front. It should not be over by any means for the defense here. Siani has to be careful, though. He's playing with fire. What was that barrage?
That barrage, Justice reigns from the floor at no one. It got absolutely nothing done. I think Sadie now just gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna go over the top, I'm gonna rocket. Who needs an ult anyways?
I think he thought there was
able to take out Xe, so counter barrage coming from ulti weapon, and what are these barrages? Stop this! Use your ult intelligently, Faraz. Oh my goodness. Ulti was like, well, he wasted his ult. Like,
yeah, I totally can waste my. I think he thought there was a Reaper sneaking behind him. There was one, maybe he got called. Okay, so he's actually just calling it a fat finger. He misclicked, is what he says. That would explain it, because that was the weirdest looking barrage I've ever seen.
What's ultimate weapons excuse? But here we go, Sadie moving in, looking for a little bit more. Rockets coming in over the top.
I'm here.
Offense still relatively okay. Dot looking for pickoff. Soundbarrier though comes out from the defense. And Sadie already has the barrage about to be up and ready here at the moment. Lands one big rock on the Mercy. Xe going to go down. 2 kills for the defense. And Dot, he's super far in the back, but hey, they're coming right back in. Heroes never die on both sides. The fight is renewed. Sadie though, barrage coming in with the Earth Shadow. Say good night. Big wombo combo in progress, and that is going to be a full team wipe here for 2sTroNk.
Yeah, I meant to hit that one for sure. Absolutely got it done. They're going to be switching up, though. Dot is off of that Roadhog. He's getting a lot of work done on it, but I think they need a little more of a steambally approach, which is, or steamrolly, snowbally, whatever. He's going to be playing the Widowmaker instead, so a lot is going to depend on what he can get done with this. He needs to be shutting down Sienni, who's been doing pretty well. I mean, misclicks aside.
Right now looking for the shots that matter. Just on the back, looking for a pickoff would be huge. Soundbear, though, comes out here from the side of the offense. They're moving in. Ultimate weapon. Barrage on the way. Justice reigns from above.
Systematic.
Only gets Manitin, and now is on the way for the Mercy. Down goes Zay. There will be no res. 3 kills here for 1 shot. That is exactly what they needed. But they're going to get taken out towards the end by Icefeld. Icefeld himself goes down the process, but...
Is he going to switch? There's been a couple ults from Icefeld that I just don't understand. If he switches, I get it. No. If that Death Blossom kills 5, it doesn't matter. They're still going to push the cart because you're the only one alive. I don't understand Death Blossoming in there. He got 2, fine, it looks good in the kill feed. You're not going to stop the cart. It means nothing. All it means is that it's 100% down to 0. He did it last time on the offense as well. A little confused on his Reaper play.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the defense is going to reset up here. For them to win this Hex, they need to hold out for 3 more minutes. They do not have that much time in their favor here. I mean, maybe it'll work out, but 1 shot, they have to be feeling good about where they're at. They don't have too much in the way of ults here. They're not going to have the sound barrier up, but they do have Attack Visor if X wants to pop here in a moment. He might just do that as Ultimate Weapon able to get pick off into the back. He goes down, though, in turn. Psycho does have a res up already.
Yeah, I like the switch, though, from Ultima. He's also a very, very good Genji, and they, you know, Pharah's good on this last point, but he's been getting not as much value out of his Pharah that I think he can get off his Genji, and Genji's got a game-winning ult.
Chronic completely wasting the Earth Shatter. The Earth Shatter not getting wasted on the other side. Chronic Charge not hitting pay dirt. 2 kills here for the defense, about to be 3. Chronic does take out Mineral, though, before going down. In fact, he's still alive. Finally goes down to the Mercy pistol. Mercy's like, look, someone has to.
Okay, so the defense is going to be able to hold here unless Psycho decides to come in for a late resurrection. He's not going to do that as he's in the back lines here. They're going to have a push. There's still 2 minutes left to deal with this. I think they really are waiting for Ultima. If they bust Sound Barrier without this Dragon Blade coming out, I'm going to be a little bit surprised.
Yeah, I think it's really good to save Sound Barrier Dragon Blade. It's one of the most common combos in comp. It's incredibly strong. Look at the Reaper. Hex, Hex, Hex.
I see him.
It's happening. Icefeld is here.
Going up top.
They're taking the other. It's like, look, I don't like the look of this. Also, weapon is about to have Dragon Blade. They're breaking it down. Doesn't have the Dragon Blade yet, though. As the Sound Barrier hits, doesn't even get hit by the Sound Barrier. I don't like this execution from 1 shot at all. The Sound Barrier got wasted for nothing. And here comes Icefeld right into the back line. Sandy with the support. 5 kills now for 2sTroNk. What a misplay by 1 shot. They blew Sound Barrier way too early.
Yeah, I feel that it's been pretty sloppy on both sides, and I mean, offense just kind of struggling with it right now. Trying to get in, they've got, what, a minute left, so they're going to have 1 last good push. This last good push, when everyone has their ultimates, would be a lot better with Sound Barrier. They don't have it. They're going to switch Xe off onto the Reaper as the tanks have been giving them a little bit of issues. Ruster has been earth-shattering them like no other, so they're going to come in through the top as aggressive as they can be. Here comes Whole Hog off.
They only have about 45 more seconds, so they're moving in. They need to make this happen now. Ultimate Weapon does take out Manitin. Dragon Blade at the ready right now, slicing and dicing. Rez is going to come out here for the offense. But so does Rez come out from Zay, but the Fallen Heroes are right back up. Manitin now, it's high noon. Here comes the Deadeye, but Ultimate Weapon. The Shuriken's on point. The Cowboy not able to shoot. And is 1 shot going to be able to do it at the turn of the tide? They only have a little bit of time here left. 20 seconds or thereabouts remaining. They're moving the cart. This is going to be a photo finish Hex between these 2 teams. Looking here at the time, it's 15 seconds here remaining.
Yeah, Manitin's already on his stall.
This is super, super close. They need to get on it. It was at 43 seconds. 44, 43. I don't think they got in time. There's 4 seconds left. You look at our timer. Our timer says 3 seconds, but it's a little bit slow. And even then, they did not get it in time. 1 shot is eliminated by 2sTroNk. Oh my goodness.
Score 3-3. Sudden death.
Yeah, I think your timer is
it's
a
like
little
3 or 4
slow.
within 5 times.
I had it a litll slower than that. Anyway, Ed is definitely 2sTroNk winning that, though. Yeah, I mean, it was a difficult game to watch, really, on both sides. There was just some mistakes all the way through with ultimates left and right. I really feel that last sound barrier was a really tough one to swallow because everyone had their ultimates up after that push, and everyone was only about 20% away from getting their ults there. And it's kind of like the old phrase, like, if you have to just win one fight, just hold them all, stack them all. You're going to have a much better chance of going 6 full ults onto people. You know, I will give credit for that game on both sides, actually. I thought the Mercies actually played extremely well. They were able to get out of a lot of situations. A lot of reses, they were able to stay alive afterwards and keep them alive. I thought Psycho did exceptionally well as well. Just some of the calls there. I think overall, I mean, it's not even just play. It's just some of the calls were off, and it was a little bit sloppy. But regardless, 2sTroNk is going to face off against SG1. Not sure which server we're going to play that one on, as they're both EU teams.
We'll look for their admin here. If they want to go EU, we can go EU for that. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to pile too much on the one shot here, but they had a bad shot call with that sound barrier. Yeah. Ultimate Weapon did not have Dragon Blade up yet. And he didn't even get hit by the sound barrier. You might as well go into that combo, or even just go in normally on that push and then go in when everyone has ults. It was a terrible mistake, and it cost them. It was probably the exact reason why they lost this game. I mean, maybe they throw all the ults in and they still lose anyways, but it's still a better attempt than what they did, and it's just unfortunate. One Shot was very close to winning that. They probably should have won that, but they let 2sTroNk off the hook, and 2sTroNk now going to be moving on to the losers finals, going up against the side of SG1.
Yeah, okay, so we are going to go over to the EU server. It's in a best of 3 of our lower bracket finals. Whoever comes out of it will be going against Nubris, and remind me to ask what server they want to play on as well, since half of Nubris is European. I don't know.
They'll choose NA. I'm like almost positive they'll choose NA.
Yeah,
but
very
it
likely.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Well, I mean, Cool Matt is NA, so you know, you kind of always want your DPS to do it. And I know IDDQD is pretty fine playing across region anyway. So this is the GosuGamers EU weekly number. NA, oh God, I did it again. Well, because we're going to the EU servers. NA weekly number 15, brought to you by our lovely sponsors, G2A. If you're looking for games a little cheaper, go to them. Rocket for all your gaming gear, keyboards, mice, etc. OWKings.com for all of your Overwatch content. Watch pro strategies by the pros. Soylent, of course, a lovely way to eat without having to cook. A meal and a drink, kind of just a supplement of sorts. Soylent is one of our sponsors as well. PF.GG, if you're looking to party in Overwatch, find people who want to play the way you want to play, PF.GG. Oh man, that set really tilted me.